Hi guys, this is Mrs. Hazel. Today we're going to be talking about converting mixed numbers to improper fractions. A lot of times when you're adding and subtracting fractions, you need them both to be in fraction form, no mixed numbers. And sometimes when you get an answer, you'll have an improper fraction, and especially in 5th grade, you're going to always have to convert that improper fraction into a mixed number. So we're going to go ahead and get prepared for that, and it applies to some of the homework that you're going to be doing this week. So in the first case, I have the number 2 and 7/8. This is considered to be a mixed number because I have a whole number 2 and then I have a fraction part 7/8. So this is what we call a mixed number. I'm going to convert this into an improper fraction. The way that you convert it into an improper fraction is you take the whole number times the denominator. So you're going to do 2 times 8. 2 times 8 is 16. So I'm going to have my 16, and then I'm going to add the rest of my numerator, which in this case is 7. So I'm going to add the 16 plus the 7, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So I know that my new numerator is going to be 23. So the improper fraction that this would convert into would be 23/8. If I was subtracting numbers, especially if I'm subtracting fractions, I often have to change a mixed number into an improper fraction. All right, going on to my next one. I have 8 and 2/5. So 8 is my whole number, so I'm going to multiply my whole number times my denominator. So 8 times 5 is 40, plus 2 more, 41, 42. So this one would convert to 42/5. This one, I have to do the 3 times 7, so 3 times 7 is 21, 22, 23. So I'm going to convert this one as 23/7. That's how you convert a mixed number to an improper fraction. Now, let's look and see why we need to do that. Let's go ahead and go to an easy one first. Okay, so this story problem is about Miss Mallory. Miss Mallory drank 2 1/5 cup of coffee. She had 2/5 cup more later on in the day. How much coffee did she have? All right, so I know that she drank 2 1/5, and then she had 2/5 more. So she had 2/5 more. I know that I'm adding. So I'm going to have to add those together. Now, in this case, when I'm adding, I can see that I'm going to be able to just add these without having to convert this one first. You could convert it first, but then you're just going to have to convert it back. So I'm just going to add this one straight away. I'm going to add the whole numbers first. This one has a 2. This one has a 0 as a whole number. So 2 plus 0 is going to be 2. That's going to stay the same. And then I'm going to add my numerators. 1 plus 2 is going to be 3. And then my denominator is going to stay the same as 5. So I know that Miss Mallory had 2 3/5 cup of coffee. This is the easiest scenario that can happen where you just add the whole numbers together and then you add the fractions together. Let me show you how it can get a little bit more complicated than that. If we're looking at this one about Mrs. Hazel, you see that Mrs. Hazel had 3 2/4 tanks of gas. And then she added 3/4 tanks of gas. How much does she have now? So we have 3 2/4 plus 3/4. Again, we're adding. So this is not real difficult to do. I'm going to add my whole numbers first. I have a 3, and here, because there's nothing here, that's the same as a 0. So 3 plus 0 is going to be 3. Then I add my numerators. 2 plus 3 equals 5. And I get 3 5/4. Now, this part is written as an improper fraction. I need to change it to a mixed number. So I'm going to convert the 5/4 into 2 fractions that would add up to 5/4. So I know if my denominator is fourths, I know that to eat the whole thing or to equal 1 whole, I need my numerator to be the same. So 4/4 is the same as 1 whole piece of this fraction. So I have 5/4. I need to add something to 4/4 to get 5/4. So 4 plus 1 equals this numerator. So 4/4 plus 1/4, I can break that 5/4 down into that. Now, because I have 4/4, I'm going to change. That means that I ate that whole pizza. So now I have this whole 3 plus this whole 1 is going to equal 4 wholes, and then I have to add in this fractional part. So Miss Hazel actually has 4 1/4 tank of gas. Miss Wallace's question is probably the most difficult because Miss Wallace's question deals with subtraction. She has 3 2/8 of her homework done. She did 7/8 of it yesterday. They want to know how much did she do today. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to think about this as in form of a strip diagram. Okay, I know that my big number, all of her homework that she has done is 3 2/8. It says it right here. I know that yesterday she did part of it. She did 7/8 of it yesterday. I'm looking for this part. This is my question mark. So if I'm looking for that part, I know that I'm going to have to be doing subtraction. So now you can see that it's going to get difficult when I have to subtract right here. I can't really do it this way. So I'm going to have to convert my fraction into a mixed number. My mixed number into a fraction, an improper fraction. So we're going to take the 3/8 and we're going to multiply it. 3 times 8 is 24. And then we're going to add these two, 25, 26. So 3 2/8 converts into 26/8. And then I'm going to subtract this part, the 7/8. All right, so I'm going to count backwards from 26, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19. So I get 19/8 would be my answer. Now I can't leave 19/8 as an improper fraction, so I'm going to have to convert that into a proper fraction or a mixed number. So if there's a couple different ways to convert it into a mixed number. In this case, I'm just going to think about it like I did last time. How many 8s do I need to equal 19? I need all of my all of my numerators to equal 19. My denominators will stay 8. So if I have 8 as a denominator, in order to make one whole, I know I have to have 8 8s. The numerator and denominator have to be the same. So I have 8 8s. Can I add another 8 8s? Sure, because 8 plus 8 is 16, and I'm trying to equal 19. So I have 16. I need 17, 18, 19. I need 3 more to get to 19. These 3 numbers have to add together to equal 19. So I have 8 8s plus 8 8s plus 3 8s. Now that I have that, I know that 8 8s is equal to 1 whole. I know 8 8s is equal to 1 whole, and then 3 8s is my fraction. So I would convert this to be 2 wholes and 3 8s. So my answer to Miss Wallace's question is yesterday she did 2 3/8 of her homework. Or today, I'm sorry, she did 2 3/8 of her homework. All right, so let's practice converting from an improper fraction to a mixed number a little bit more. Remember, an improper fraction is when your numerator is more than your denominator. So in this first case, I have 14 thirds. All right, so if I have 14 thirds, one way that I showed you was making 3 thirds until we get to 14. Another simple way to convert is to do division. So if I have 14, I'm going to divide it by my denominator, which is 3. All right, I asked myself that same question. Can I make a group of 3 with 1? No. Can I make a group of 3 with 14? Sure, I got to figure out how many. So I might write them down here. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 15 is too many, so I'm going to go as close as I can get to 12. And then I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put that 4 up here. And then I'm going to subtract. 14 take away 2 is going to be 2. and I make a group of 3 with 2. Now, instead of this being your remainder, this part becomes your last fraction. So you're going to have 2 thirds, because this is my numerator and this is my denominator. So 14 or 14 thirds will convert to be 4 and 2 thirds. Okay, let me get some of this mess out of the way so we can go to the next one. The next one we have 17 halves. So again, I'm probably going to try to do my division because this one's a big one to count out 2 halves, 2 halves, 2 halves, 2 halves till I get there. So I'm going to think about, can I make a group of 2 with 1? No, I can't, so I'm looking at 17. All right, so let's think about our 2's and see how many we need to get to, or as close to 17 as we can get. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. That one's too many, so I'm just going to count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can get to 8 of them. That's going to equal 16, and then I'm going to subtract that. 7 take away 6 is going to be 1. Remember, this is your last fraction. The 1 is your numerator, the 2 is your denominator. So 17 halves will convert to 8 full pizzas and 1/2 of a 9th pizza. All right, and I can check it just to make sure that I'm doing it right. I can check it by going backwards. Remember that to go from a mixed number to a fraction, improper fraction, we did this. We did 8 times 2. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 1 more is going to be 17 halves. So it goes back and forth. All right, last question, or last one was 23 fifths. Okay, again, I have 23. I'm going to divide it by 5. So let me change my 3 up there so it looks a little bit more like a 3. Sorry about that. 23 fifths. So I'm going to count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25 goes over 23, so I can't count that one. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I know I need 4 5s. And 5, 10, 15, 20. I know that 4 5s is 20. I'm going to subtract 3, take away 0 is going to be 3. This is going to be my leftover fraction. 3 is my numerator and 5 is my denominator. So 23 fifths would be equal to 4 and 3 fifths. I hope that helps a little bit on this week's assignment. Remember, your teachers are here to help. Please call and ask if you have any questions. I know this is a little bit confusing for us, so we're just going to try our best to try to do what we can do. So let us know if you need any help. Have a great week.